Hi BBTC, I'm Pastor Felicia and I'm happy to bring you the word in season. You know, if there was one word that I would use to encapsulate this entire period, it would be the word suddenly. One moment we hear of a virus that is spreading in other parts of the world, and then suddenly we find ourselves in Singapore in the thick of it. One moment we're living life as per normal, and then suddenly we are into circuit breaker season. And almost just as suddenly, we are now into phase 2 where Singapore is beginning to open up. During this entire period, 2 verses have come to mind. Proverbs 16:9 tells us that the heart of man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps. The other verses that come to mind is Ephesians 5:15-17. Look carefully then how you walk, not as unwise, but as wise, making the best use of the time because the days are evil. Therefore, do not be foolish, but understand what the will of the Lord is. You know, in a time where all our grand plans for the year have really been kind of put on a big pause, I think this has become a wonderful opportunity for us to take stock of our lives, to begin to re-evaluate our priorities and to see what is truly important. And I think what I've come to embrace during this circuit breaker season is the opportunity for 3 things: for reset, for growth, and for rest. The first of these is the opportunity for reset. I think this really involved a resetting of my perspectives and belief. So instead of bemoaning the fact that we are now stuck at home for the last 1, 2, 3 months, I begin to thank God that we had a home that we could be safe in. And in this safety, I had the opportunity to relook my schedule, to replan my priorities. I finally made time for the extended silence and solitude that I've always craved with the Lord. And I finally made time to be able to join this group sojourning session that I had been wanting to go to since last year but could never find the time to do so. Other things that I have made time for is to just unwind and enjoy my family. I've always wanted more unhurried time, and this was truly the best time because we had no plans, we had nowhere to go, no one to meet. And I think one of the things that we really enjoyed together as a family is just to make cards for family, for friends, for delivery people who have come to our doorsteps. And I think it brought our family a lot of joy to see how we could be a blessing even when we couldn't leave the house. The second thing that I'm thankful for is the opportunity for growth. I've never been particularly very techy, and I really don't like to do video calls. But during this period, we were thrust into purely online meetings or largely online meetings. And so right before the circuit breaker season started, I crash course, learned on Zoom, how to use it, how to be a bit more engaging online. And my very first Bible study session online, I would say, was fraught with difficulties and a lot of technical challenges. And if you ask me, would I do that again? Naturally, my own instinct would be no. But what I've come to realize is that I really love people more than my fear of technical failure or technical difficulties. And so I pushed myself to learn, to grow in this area so that I could better connect with others. I think the last thing that I've been grateful for is the opportunity for rest. I started this entire circuit breaker season full of anxiety, full of uncertainty, wondering how would I be able to manage, without the help of my extended family or friends where the kids were with me at home all day. Will I be able to engage them? Will I be able to manage home-based learning as well as the demands of my own work? And there were a lot of things that were on my mind. But each day, each morning, as I woke up and I checked in with the Lord and I let Him speak to me and minister to me, I begin to rest and I begin to enjoy this time of restedness in Him. This 2 months has been a big pause on usual programming, and it has been a gift to my soul. And so as we go back into regular programming, as Singapore begins to open up again, I really want to encourage each and every one of you to take time to reflect, to see what God has been showing you during this entire season. Don't let it go to waste. Make the best use of your time and enjoy God for who He is.